The Mill Girls of Albion Lane by Jenny Holmes. Read by Julia Barrie. Chapter 1. Lily Briggs was dog-tired from working all morning in the noisy, stuffy atmosphere of the weaving shed at Calvert's woolen mill. Her job was to check the bobbins that fed the looms. The blue and white reels ran out first, and replacing them kept her constantly on the move, up and down the central aisle between the giant machines, with their well-oiled cogs and flying shuttles. She was thankful that the yellow, green and red bobbins lasted longer, giving her occasional relief from feeding the relentless apparatus that clanked and rattled from here to eternity, or at least until the midday buzzer sounded to signal the end of work. At 12, during one of those short, unexpected respites, Lily took the chance to ease her aching back and glance out through a grimy window onto the yard overlooking the canal. She'd spent all her working life at Calvert's Mill, so she knew the cobbled approach to the sooty 3-story building like the back of her hand. Every morning at 7:30, come rain or shine, she would trudge with 150 other mill workers through the stone arch of the main entrance. Combers, finishers and twisters would turn left for the spinning shed, while Lily and her co-workers turned right into the cavernous weaving shed. Above them, on the first and second floors, were smaller rooms devoted to processes like dyeing, mending and flipping, all aimed at getting the high-quality finished cloth out of the factory onto new-fangled motorised lorries, which then transported it to tailors across the country. Gazing out of the window, Lily pictured dozens of scavengers and lap-joiners in the nearby spinning shed, working like ants to fetch and carry, comb and twist and wind. Here in her own roaring, rattling workplace were more ants, bobbin-liggers like her, and piecers who reached over the looms to tie up broken threads, together with loom cleaners, weavers and weftmen. Upstairs were the more skilled workers, menders and burlers, alongside office staff, considered snooty by the shop floor girls, and canteen workers, generally jolly and easy-going, who slaved all morning at big gas ovens designed to warm up the soup, bacon and eggs and pies ordered each morning by Calvert's employees. Lily was brought back into the moment. A Saturday morning in late November 1931. By her friend Annie. "I wish the buzzer would hurry up and go," Annie mouthed at Lily from her position at the nearest loom. Lily lip-read her words, then nodded. "At least it's Saturday," she mouthed back, which meant the 12 o'clock finish, then home for the rest of the day. Until then, the whole shed roared on, much too loud for normal conversation, and the smell of hot engine oil filled the room. "Yes, Saturday, thank goodness." For Annie, the midday buzzer couldn't come soon enough. "What do you fancy doing tonight?" Sybil asked from her station across the aisle. "Cinema?" Lily suggested. There was a new picture with Jean Harlow at the Victory that she fancied seeing. "Or dancing?" This was dance-mad Annie's idea of heaven after the hard graft of the factory week. Finish work, nip off home to get dolled up, then out again to the assembly rooms. "I don't mind either way," Lily chipped in, dipping into her pinafore pocket for a spare hair grip and using it to tame her mass of unruly curls. With 5 minutes to go before the buzzer sounded, she ran quickly through the afternoon job she would have to do at home before she could get out to join her friends for their evening's entertainment. Take the mutton stew out of the oven and feed the family a hot dinner, sew her sister Evie's work pinafore ready for Monday, bake scones for tea if there was time, then half an hour to get good and ready for the girls' night out.
"Thank you, ladies, that'll do for today,"
Fred Lee, the weaving shed overlooker, announced on the dot of 12, though the sound of the buzzer had been swallowed up by the racket of the looms. Instantly, the giant cogs ceased turning. Levers were pulled, and shuttles stopped darting from side to side across the wide looms. Dust from the morning's work began to settle.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?